So why Bangkok? From living a very comfortable lifestyle with tons of affordable amenities to experiencing the rich culture, food, and people, there are a plethora of reasons why people are hurrying their way over to Bangkok, Thailand to live out their days in paradise. So let's explore more about Bangkok and what exactly it has to offer you. It is not only a capital city, but it is also the chief port of Thailand too. It's located on the delta of the Chao Phraya River, which stretches about 25 miles from the Gulf of Thailand. The mix of both old and new can be seen in the stunning architecture. The skyline is quite the sight. And don't forget the over 40,000 beautiful temples such as the Grand Palace or the Wat Arun Temple. Over 30,000 of them are still in use today. By the way, if you could visit all of them during your stay in Thailand, that would be remarkable. Did you know that the name Bangkok was thought to have originated from a time before the bustling city was built? And foreigners would commonly refer to this area as the village or district, Bang, of wild plums, Makok. So together, Bangkok. Now, the large city contains over 11.2 million people, with over 150,000 expats currently living there. When visiting a new country, it can be nice to see and meet foreigners to get a sense for home and community. Just know in Bangkok, you'll be able to join some of the best expat groups with people of similar needs and interests. According to Destination, a renowned travel magazine, Bangkok just took the #1 spot as the best destination city. Just know that during your stay in Bangkok, you will have all of the expat essentials to live a comfortable and happy lifestyle. There are also so many gorgeous shopping malls, spas, food courts, and top-notch medical facilities. More to come on the topic of healthcare soon. People from around the world are also drawn to Bangkok for its vibrant culture, happy people, and famous nightlife. Transportation is also a breeze with cheap and convenient options, such as the BTS SkyTrain or the Metro. You can always take a taxi, shuttle, Grab, or my personal favorites, an exhilarating tuk-tuk ride, or water transportation by a longboat or ferry. So when it comes to climate, you can take in the sunshine year-round with the warm and tropical climate found in Bangkok. So there are technically 3 seasons. It tends to be hottest between March and June, then there's a rainy season starting from late June and lasts into October, and a cooler season from November to February. Here's a nice chart showing us the day and night average temperatures. The average annual percent of humidity is 73%, so it may feel a bit hot and congested, especially during the hottest months of the year. The nice thing though is that you get to experience a rainy season and a cooler season. Also, the nights won't get super cold, so you can enjoy walking around in the evenings and taking in the nightlife. And in your older, golden years of life, you will not have to worry about snowy weather or slipping on ice. Now, 2 common complaints amongst foreigners worth mentioning are #1, the air pollution, and #2, a lack of greenery. For those of you who have visited or lived in Bangkok, do you concur or agree with those 2 downsides? Okay, another great reason to live and retire in Bangkok is because your purchasing power is greater going from USD to Thai baht. The cost for food, rent, and healthcare tend to be cheaper than places in the West, such as the USA, where I am from. Rent on average is about 60% cheaper than in New York City. But I must add that Bangkok, being a major international hub, does have the option to live a very luxurious lifestyle with cost of living going very high each month if you end up living in a penthouse per se or are constantly out fine dining. For the regular person though, living a comfortable lifestyle, the cost of living each month could be around $1,500 to $2,000. This includes having nice things such as fast internet, health insurance, comfy living place, eating out, etc. That's more of a regular budget. A more lavish and luxurious budget would be around 2 to 7K range. But don't worry, there's always ways to save money and still eat out often. First off, there's the delicious street food which tends to be very cheap. Many times it's at or under 100 Thai baht. Then there are many food courts such as those that are located in malls. Just be careful since the more luxurious malls will have food courts that tend to have higher prices. For rent, we can see that you can find a place in Bangkok for as low as $100 and the range goes up from there to $600 or more. But man, that's insanely cheaper than where I'm from in the USA. In Bangkok, there are definitely places that are much more expensive, going from $1,000 to $2,000 or more a month, depending on how big the place is and how fancy. The great news is that there are so many housing or rental options in Bangkok, so there definitely should be a place to fit your needs and budget. Average food costs per month can range from $200 to $300, utilities $50 to $100, internet around $15 to $20, and transportation around $30. Health insurance can range from $40 to $100 a month based on your needs. These are just some monthly expense examples, and I did not include all categories such as entertainment, because everyone's spending and preferences will be a little different. Overall, just know that you can live like a king or queen in Thailand on less money than you would need in a Western country. This means that you can both retire on less money and retire earlier, since you won't need as much money in retirement. It's a win-win situation. When living abroad in Bangkok, especially in your golden years, you'll want to make sure that you have access to high-quality hospitals with competent medical doctors and staff. Fortunately for you, Bangkok has many hospitals ranked high for their first-class care, research, and innovation. Just look at all these world best hospitals located in Bangkok. The Legatum Institute conducted in-depth analysis to find the best healthcare systems in the world by looking at factors such as how healthy a society is and if people can access tools to maintain health and longevity. The study produced shows us that Thailand comes in ranked 31 in having the best healthcare in the world. Many of the hospitals have medical personnel trained abroad, meaning that you can use English to communicate and be at peace knowing your needs will be taken care of. Also, gotta throw in that the medical costs tend to be much cheaper and more affordable than the US. There is a free public healthcare system, but it is only available to the locals in Thailand. But no worries there, you can still purchase a private domestic or international health insurance plan. Another important aspect to consider when moving abroad is safety. So Thailand has actually been making its way up the Global Peace Index over the years, from being ranked over 100 in the past to now being ranked 76 out of 163 countries in 2024. The higher the ranking, the better, with number 1 being the safest. By the way, the USA is ranked much later at 132. The US Department of State also gives a level 1 travel advisory, which is to exercise normal precautions. The night food and entertainment scene is very popular, so it's common to see foreigners and locals alike staying up very late and enjoying that aspect of the lifestyle there. Of course, it's important to use common sense and be careful for things like pickpocketing or theft in crowded areas, and look out to not get overcharged for certain services like taxis or shuttles. Numbeo shows us that crime rates tend to be moderate or low, with the only high category being corruption and bribery. For more information, you can visit numbeo.com. And in terms of food and drink, although it's said that most parts of Bangkok have drinkable tap water, it may be a good idea to install a water filter just in case. And the food is normally sanitary and very safe to eat. I mean, if you think about it, the various food street vendors and food courts rely on regular customers. And the entire time I was there, I did not have any tummy aches. It was great. Okay, now I'm getting excited talking about food because it is one of the best aspects of living or retiring in Bangkok. Let's discuss it now, shall we? The topic of Bangkok's vibrant and delicious cuisine. One struggle for foreigners living in Bangkok may be that there is food everywhere, making it hard to control the diet. But truly, there are so many delicious and fresh food options with a range of different flavors too, from sweet to spicy to creamy. There are so many food streets, night markets, food courts, and cafes that you can go to easily when hungry. The national dish in Thailand is pad thai, a fried noodle dish that usually comes with some protein and can be found basically anywhere and comes in different varieties. You'll also find so many choices from fried meats, satay, to curries, to Western options such as pizza, burgers, burritos, and more. So in Bangkok, you can enjoy super cheap and yummy food, or you can also enjoy fancy restaurants with high-class fine dining. Are you a big desserts person? If so, we will be good friends, and you'll love Bangkok for their mango sticky rice, Thai pancakes, coconut ice cream, and the fruit that tastes so sweet. Let's say you're hungry but had a big day or just don't feel like going out. Great news here is that food delivery is a big and competitive market in Bangkok, so you can easily order something delicious from one of the many food delivering companies, such as Grab Food, Lineman, or Food Panda. And real quick on visa options, there is the non-immigrant O visa, which is technically split into the O, O-A, and O-X. The non-immigrant O visa is for 90 days and can be extended. The O-A is for 1 year, and the O-X is for 10 years. The financial requirements for this type of visa get higher and higher depending on the length of stay for your visa. Another type of visa came out in 2022 to foster overseas investment in Thailand. It's called the LTR, or the Long-Term Resident Category Wealthy Pensioner. Something amazing is that foreign income with this type of visa is tax exempt. It is a 10-year long visa. I talk about these visas in more details on other videos on this channel. Feel free to check those out if interested. So for both of these retirement visas, the non-immigrant O and the LTR, PR, you must be age 50 or older. If you're under the age of 50, then you could consider a short-term tourist visa or the popular Thailand Elite Visa, which is very popular because it tends to have less requirements and you just pay a fee or a premium to stay in Thailand for a certain amount of time. There are different levels or categories for the Elite Visa, and the visa validity ranges from 5 years to 20 years. Alright friends, after hearing about life in Bangkok, what aspect gets you the most excited? Let me know in the comment section. Please leave a like and subscribe for more content to come shortly. Bye bye.